How's life for you, Nick?
Yeah.
You good? Everything good in your neck of the woods? Your family?
Yeah, life is okay. It's a weird time. And I mean, I'm surviving this thing. I think a lot of us are, but it's bizarre. It's like the Twilight Zone.
You must miss. You must be missing baseball like crazy too right now. I imagine.
I've caught up on a lot of old games, reminiscing, thinking about. It makes you think about life a lot this time, because it's like we take everything for granted. We take, and now this kind of smacks you in the face and you go, what is this? What is the new normal? What does that mean? And so now I get up and I put on an old game, and it brings me back, and I'm thinking a lot about my life because I reminisce a lot. My brother's like, you always reminisce, Nick. You reminisce. So now I got a time to reminisce. Like today I turned on the MLB Network, and there it was, 2003, Game 3, the Pedro Martinez, Roger Clemens game. I was at that game, great game. So he brings back a lot of great games for me that I was at, that I watched as a kid. But I'm missing it, yeah. I mean, I like it to come back, but I don't know how you play sports without fans. Yeah, I just don't understand. I don't really get that.
I hear you, Nick. You better get used to it. That's the one thing that's the one thing you better get used to because the number of people that keep asking me, is sports going to come back or are leagues going to come back, or is that going to happen? And my answer is, I think so, yes. And then the answer is with fans, and I'm like, that you could pretty much say for the moment 100% is not happening, So.
Yeah. No, I understand, and I accept it. I mean, I watched a UFC fight a few weeks ago. It was Tony Ferguson and Gaethje, and it was weird. Nobody in the crowd, no audience. I mean, I enjoyed it, but it was weird. So I guess you're going to have to somehow train your head to I had an idea, maybe if they had, maybe one fan at a stadium, I could represent, the Yankee game. Maybe I could represent Yankee fans with, a bunch of cutouts. You could put one guy in there in the middle just for some energy,
Yes.
But they probably wouldn't go for it,
Well, Nick, you could have to be careful because certainly you'd be able to, be heard. You know what I mean? Easier than before. So you definitely... The way that your Twitter account normally would work during a Yankee game, I think you'd have to be very careful during an actual game if you're the only fan in the stands.
Yeah, but I could control. I could curb it a little bit. I don't have to really I could just be a cheerleader. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I could be the tenth man.
The 10th.
If you put me in the dugout or something. If I was in the Yankee dugout, I think I could actually inspire them, and I could. I don't have to be crude.
Right.
I don't have to offend anybody.
You don't have to
everybody's offended. The whole world is offended by having a point of view today. You're a little harsh. I'm like, I'm not that harsh. It's real.
You are very
real. I just tell it like it is. I mean, that's what I love about hearing these old broadcasts. They're great because you hear all these, guys were normal. They were natural. They were organic. And Bill White, he was asking Thurman Munson when they won the World Series, you think you want to be a Yankee next year? And I'm like, Bill, why are you asking Thurman that?
So you're seeing old Yankee games like that? That's sort of I'd pay to see that.
The Reggie game, and then Bill White was asking. It's weird. You saw Billy Martin after they won the championship, and he looks depressed. Not depressed, but he looks relieved. I don't know, he was so stressed out from that year. It wasn't like today they're wearing goggles and it's all kind of manufactured. Guys were more normal back then. It was a different time,
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.